Welcome back to the second episode of our Day in the Life series, where I take you behind the scenes of my life as a realtor, a real estate team leader, a real estate investor, as well as a content creator. And for today's episode, we are taking a look at perhaps the least evident part of my life, especially on the channel, which is my role as a real estate team leader, where I lead a team of realtors who look to establish their careers in real estate. For this episode, I'm going to bring you behind the scenes of our kickoff meeting. It's something that I do at the start of every year to sort of set the target and set the team for the year for the team. Take stock of what we did well the last year and what we didn't do so well, so that we can improve and make this year a better one. So now let's get started, right? So the theme of the year is play to your strengths, right? We've been talking about this a lot, right? Which is why, for the purpose of today's meeting, I won't go so much into telling you what to do, right? But more so about what has worked for me, and also I'll be asking around for especially the top guys what has been working for them, so that each of you can go and sort of get a bit of inspiration and go and do what is suitable for yourself. Because in the team, right, a lot of you do a very different things, right? There's no one size fits all kind of thing, right? So we want to track a little bit of how far we've come. We only had a 17% increase in headcount, but our sales increased by 85%. Despite 2023 being a quiet year for real estate, especially real estate sales, I'm extremely proud of my guys, because most of them did better in 2023 than they did in 2022. All kudos to them for their hard work. My role as their team leader is to drill them with the strong fundamental understanding of the market, so that they are able to block out the noises in the market and focus down into their main job, which is to assist their clients to optimize their real estate moves and maximize their real estate portfolios. The top 10, this one you're all always very interested one, right? Number 1, Miss Vanessa Poo, round of applause. Number 2, Xing Yi, who's supposed to be here but not yet here. Okay. Number 3, also not here, in Japan, Miss Shanice. Number 4, Miss Jin Ko. Number 5, Mr. Boren. Okay, position number 6, my wife. Number 7, Mr. Sean Low. Number 8, Mr. Adam, who closed 2 deals last year. Number 9, myself. And number 10, Mr. Benji Chia. So, of course, not to mention the top rookies. We have Mr. Kelvin, round of applause. Vic, round of applause. And Ling, who you all never met before. She's a full-time mom and she does this part-time, okay? And because the team did so well, we went on our incentive trip to Taiwan at the start of the year. And for this year, if they can outdo themselves, we are headed to Shanghai. So this is the exact same slide as I did last year. And I'm putting it here again this year. Why? Because it has worked wonders for myself. So I've always said my goal is to buy landed, right? And actually, before 2023, the goal is still quite a pipeline. But thankfully, I sat down and I just did my Excel sheet, right, to put how much money I need, and then I broke it down. I can show you all that slide. It's honestly is pretty powerful. So I just broke down all the numbers down to how many deals I need to close per month, how much per deal, what's my conversion rate. So for myself, I put 30%, how many appointments I need, what's my meetup rate, how many leads I need, expected spending cost per lead. So everything in, and so then you have this number out, then you crystallize all these numbers inside. Because there's no use for you to say I want to hit 1 mil, but you don't know how to go and get there, right? So what you want to do is to plug in that number for yourselves and then break down it down to how many deals or how many appointments per month you need. All these are a function of your conversion rate, your meetup rate and everything. Then you also know how much you need to spend to get there. Okay, so for the realtors who follow this channel, I know most of you start off the year by saying you want to hit a certain amount of sales, and I've done that for the last couple of years, but what really helped me is putting that number down and breaking them down into small actionable bite-sized pieces like what I mentioned in the video earlier. Now if you like a copy of that Excel sheet, drop me a text and I'm happy to send it to you. And how are you going to achieve this? Then you want to start forming 2 to 3 funnels. A lot of problems I heard from most of you is that, especially a lot of you have hit your record year last year and you're stressed whether this year you can replicate the same thing, right? So I've always advocated minimally 3 funnels for you to get your appointments in 3 funnels. Those of you who only have 1, go and figure out how to get another 2 or another 3. So for myself, it's YouTube. Once this came in, then I realized YouTube alone is not going to get me there, which is why I opened back up my Facebook funnel. And then my third funnel is referrals. So what worked for me in 2023, right? Okay, so for myself, the thing that worked, I think most of you would know, is my YouTube lah, right? And it really forms, and I'm glad that more and more of you are starting now to do YouTube. I think David Neo, you have converted from YouTube yet?
No, just speaking to them. Easier to talk to them actually.
Easier to talk to them, right? Why easier to talk to them?
I think when a YouTube lead comes in, right, the authority is already there, the rapport is already there. You don't have to go through like the market update, the market outlook lah. The fact that they click on your YouTube, they watch finish, they contact you, right, means they kind of like you, they vibe with you, they want to talk to you. So I think the first step of breaking the ice, that one is already cleared lah. Yeah, so it's more of pointing them to the right directions and hearing them what's their objectives.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so for myself, right, why I spend the time to do my 1.5 hour condo review, that kind of thing, because I spend my time doing those content, right? It saves the amount of time I need during every appointment to build up the trust. So now my appointments have shortened. You ask Elisa, last time the appointment, first time meet is 2 hour, 2.5 hour one. But nowadays, first appointment Zoom, and it's basically 30 to 45 minutes. So what worked for me last year? YouTube right? For what worked for you? Just that one quick thing that worked for you, Miss Vanessa. Referrals.
Yeah.
Little more detail. Maybe one of your biggest case. Don't have to go into the details, but what do you think was that thing that worked for you, that gave you this performance last year?
Oh, I think you just got to be, actually, I don't know, just be nice to everyone you meet along the way in your life, and then it will come back really. Like we just, then she set up her own like firm, then I just refer business. Then like down the road, then she just, like because someone also, like I closed another colleague lah, then the colleague like helped me spread like good news, then like good stuff. Then like after that, I just serve all of them. I think like it's just about finding something that you like in the area that you're familiar with, and then picking something lah, and then just double down on that lah.
Okay, good. So that's good advice from the referral queen. Okay, so I really enjoy doing this What's Working For You segment. I learned this from my coaches, Mel and Joe from the X Factor. So yes, I have coaches because I like to learn new things and constantly improve myself. So maybe I'll get them to come on to do a sharing next time. So now, why do I like to do this segment so much? Because it just goes to show that there's no one path to success, right? Each and every one of them are doing something a little bit different to create their results, right? And so I'm also learning a lot from them while facilitating this, and it also allows the team to learn from one another. And also you might have noticed that they all do very, very different things, right? Some of them do TikTok, some of them do referrals, some of them do Facebook. And this is where the next part of my job is, and it's something that I found to be very fruitful and very fulfilling, which is my job to help them find out what is their strength, what should they be focusing on, and what should they not be focusing on so much, and doubling down on their strengths. Next up, Miss Xing Yi, what's that one thing that worked for you last year?
I think it's creating rapport. So it's like starting from zero, from scratch. Yeah. So I think I put in a lot more effort into preparing before the first meeting. Yeah. Just sitting down and thinking about the person's profile first and what they really need. So usually I already have roughly a brief understanding of what's their profile before I meet them. So then I'll always prepare beforehand like each presentation will be a bit different. Yeah. I mean the things that I say and stuff.
Okay, so it's basically a customized approach to every client that you meet. How do you know their profile before meeting them? It's over the
Because
call?
I'll talk to them first.
Okay.
Yeah.
For you guys, you all call very quickly after the lead comes in, right? No, not so much anymore.
Recently not really, but not all the time. Not all the time. Yeah.
Within how many? What's your usually? Within how long do you all call the leads?
Lately could be as long as 1 month. But by right, it's supposed to call at least a few days lah.
Few days, Okay.
Yeah.
And then so you understand a little bit, tailor that presentation to whatever they need lah. Okay. Cool. So that is what you felt, that one thing that really drove the results for you last year lah. Okay, good. Thank you. Miss Jean?
I think last year one additional avenue we started was product ads. So I think that was an additional stream that came through. But other than that, the rest is more BAU in terms of referrals. I think when you get a good reputation going on, like your own clients, your friends help you to spread the word, I think that's more of the flow business that comes through. So I think that one was stable there, but it was us running the product ad together that helped to bring up
Okay.
what went well
So
last year lah.
basically another funnel lah.
Yeah, correct.
Having another funnel. Very good. Mr. Boren.
Sorry.
Mr. Boren got no excuse for starting from zero, because Mr. Boren has been around from 2022. So what changed? What led to that?
I guess, I mean, the lead gen thing is the same. Maybe spend more on lead gen. That's
Okay.
one. Then from there, just be more targeted about the options that you have for the client, rather than, this one also can, which was maybe more of what I did in 2022. Yeah, but 2023 is more targeted.
Okay. So after the first appointment, or when you go down already, you say there's only these few things I'll go for in the market at this point in time.
It depends on how ready I feel the client is. If they are not the ready kind, then I might not even give any options. I just go through a market outlook and that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, but if I feel like, they want to buy in 1-2 months, then I'll just give something within 1-2 months. But if I say no rush, then I also no rush.
Okay.
Yeah, so it also saves time on both sides. Yeah, so then it becomes, if they're not ready, then just build rapport, then keep the meeting short.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Good. Next up, Miss Elizabeth.
So Alvin talked about new leads from YouTube, but actually last year for our business, a big chunk also came from repeated clients. So it's not just referrals, but being in the industry for 6 years already, it is clients who have last time bought with us, and then now they want to sell and buy again. Yeah, so it was doing that, and I think it really pays to recommend the good product at the start lah. Yeah, just be careful about what you recommend lah. Yeah. I think that worked for us last year lah. We did quite a few repeated client business. Yeah.
Okay, good. Mr. Sean.
Okay, so my business model has always been focused on mainly cold leads, but last year my ads were not really performing that well, so I did more content lah. So my kind of content is posted on my own socials, my IG, my TikTok. I don't know whether there's a direct attribution, but last year I have a lot more of my warm leads approaching me directly. Leads that I didn't expect them to contact me, people that I haven't spoke to for in years, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years also have. So I think it's more of be there and be seen lor. Yeah, so I will always ask, how come you reach out to me when we haven't spoke for so long? They'll usually say, I saw something online, that kind of thing. So I think it definitely works lah. And another aspect is I try to focus on higher ticket clients, higher quantum. Instead of those 1 mil, 1.2, 1.3, I try to move towards 2 to 3 mil. So the quantum becomes bigger, the volume becomes bigger also. Yeah.
Okay, very good. So I've shared already. Mr. Benji?
For me, I think I just basically tweak a little bit in terms of the ads that was running lah. So I think this last year started product ads, because all along I didn't do product ads one. So I just tried product ads, and then with Jin, then kind of worked out for product ads.
Benji just started TikTok, right? And already got result. So you want to share very quickly like what you just did, and what are the leads that come in, that kind of thing.
I just post listings and I just post listings and then I post on TikTok. Then for some reason, I mean, they just contact me on.
The one, he don't even think. He just hire somebody, the person do the thinking for him. Right? You can share the contact lah. She's Marcus's, Anna, she's Marcus's content person. So she sells a package for that. Or you can look for David also, right? So if you're lazy to do, pay somebody. Then because why? He say why he pay somebody to do.
Why? I pay someone to do so that I can do what I'm good at.
Correct,
yeah,
correct. And why you kanjong to do?
Because Alvin keep disturbing me every other day. Hey, do already no. Then I'm like, okay, I do lah. Then I FOMO. Then I see, because like, I think I was in the 100 days challenge. Then after that, basically, I realized that there is a need to create more. I need to grow that part lah, essentially. Yeah, so I just decided that since I want to one up myself, then I just hire someone to do that lah.
Yeah, and because his package got time limit. So he die must finish within a certain time, then he forced himself to create that content.
Yeah, correct.
So I try my best to invite external guests to come in and share with the team on their expertise, because at the end of the day, if the team keeps listening to me and I'm the only one talking, eventually they're gonna get bored lah. And when they get bored, they shut off. And if they shut off long enough, eventually they don't come for the meeting anymore. So Bryan is a very high-level marketer who has spent a lot of money running YouTube ads. So he's somewhat of an expert in the YouTube space. He's given me a lot of very valuable advice that has assisted me in the growth of my channel. So if that's something that you need help with, you could reach out to him via his social media handles.
How many of you see join webinars, gurus say like, this is the new funnel that you'll convert and earn a lot of money on? Right? They always sell some funnel, right? Reality is that you only need one that works for you. I can tell you today, right, whatever I do, this thing can change and this thing can change. It doesn't matter, right? So what matters more is that how you are selling now and you amplify times 10, right? That is all really you need. You do not need a webinar, you do not need like a VSL, then ask people to put a call with you. You do not need, you can do flyers, you go down as a, what's that called, tagger. You can do anything that you want, you times 10 the amount, right? You nurture more people, you get lead from email, you get phone number from when you're tagging. Anywhere they do, you think of a way to get them into your system. Once you get them in your system, they must see you every day, if you can. And once you see you every day, you can sell them something, right? Be it they never buy already lah. So that depends on the thing. So simple funnel is that your traffic can be anywhere. You're doing LinkedIn organic, you're doing Instagram, you're running paid ads, you're running YouTube ads, doesn't matter what. Obviously, I like YouTube ads more because it's easier and you don't need to spend a lot of money. People who watch YouTube versus people who click on a Facebook ads, what do you think the difference is?
Intention higher on YouTube.
Yes, because they watch YouTube to see tutorials, to watch entertainment sometimes, but they watch longer. The time spent, the attention span is much longer. So if they watch 5-10 minutes of your videos, they are highly more qualified than they see ad, they click and fill in the form. So that's why I like it a bit more. But you can also play around with the sequencing of things. Then second thing is that I will advise everybody to at least have an opt-in to something. Be it you give a free PDF, you have a newsletter they write about property trends that you learned today, or like experiences with your clients, personal experience, case studies, whatever it may be, you can write to them, right? If you never write to them, never mind. If you meet anybody, right, number one thing you do is get them to add your socials as well, right? And if you're writing really content on social media, every day you see you writing some stuff, you meet client, then you sell certain houses, this one is like potential to get upside in the next few years. Sooner or later, they'll still buy also. Or they talk about you. So if they remember you, being top of mind is the number one thing that you need. So you need to capture them in some sort of way in your own ecosystem, no matter what you do. Right, then you can set an appointment, you can do a sale. Right, these two parts I'll be sharing a bit more. Email and WhatsApp follow-ups that you can do. And then also how to run ads to follow them everywhere around, like what Alvin is doing. And the second part I'll also do is that if you guys want more leads, more eyeballs on whatever you do, you can run education content, right? I hate to only run opt-in most of the time because it's very hard to differentiate, right? You can say you upgrade, you can say sell one, buy two, but everybody use the same angle, right? Or in the end, you can say like lender is good, this is great, that's good. In a nutshell, once you do well, everyone else will copy you. So it becomes like a commodity most of the time, the offer. As much as you can, you are the offer. So when you educate people, your personality shines, the stories you tell and everything. So more and more we are moving in that direction sooner or later. As you can see, all the gurus, personal brands, all that, like Ryan Serhan is basically a personality now. He's not only selling what's it called, real big real estate. So that's where the market is moving for almost all industries, right? So YouTube is one of the best platforms because you can get better quality clients, better pre-frames, better consumptions, and they are warm already. So today, if I watch your video, I binge watch another 3 to 4 of your videos, and then I talk to you, how likely are you to set an appointment with me? Very likely. So that's the goal, right? So a lot of people will say like, how do I get them to watch 3 to 4 videos after that? You run ads. If you run ads in their face most of the time, which later I'll show you a bit, if it's a natural progression, not those, hey, if you want to earn 10K a month, those are ads in your face, but rather in the YouTube itself.
So Edmund and I go way back. We are good buddies from our times in NDU. But Edmund is also a high-level marketer specializing in Facebook ads. He has helped me quite a fair bit in my Facebook direct response ads. Edmund is quite rare in this space because he actually does ads on his own for his own business selling musical instruments, and then he learns from that. He uses that knowledge to assist other business owners in scaling their Facebook ads. So now if you need help with some of this, feel free to reach out to him. I'm going to plug his contact somewhere in this video.
From my perspective, right, today I'm just going to share with you all things that, like marketing lessons that I learned as a business owner. To me, right, last time when I do marketing, right, I was super on, like I track everything. I got my Excel sheet, I track all the shit, how many clicks, all that. But today, I have reached the stage where I basically just zoom out and look at the macro things, and it's just a few things I need to adjust when it comes to marketing. And I will encourage you all to learn this superpower marketing skill if you want to do well in your business, which I will share what that is later also. Now, so like I said, right, when I was scaling my ads very hard in 2019, every morning I'll come to my computer, right, you're like no day trader sit in front of the screen, check all the chart, right. I will check all my campaigns, what is the click, I track everything. It was very tiring, and then I realized you don't have to track that hard. Because right, today, I just need to know what those few core numbers to have. So today, what the numbers I track, right, is basically your conversion rates. So let's say today you have 100 leads. How many of these leads you can fix for appointment? So that's the number one thing to know. Percentage of leads to appointment, number one, that's what you should track. Don't care about all the metrics, that one you leave the marketer to do it. And the second thing to track, obviously, is from appointment rate to close. Your job as a salesperson, right, is, later I'll share more, is basically to follow up. Your job is to increase the percentage. Then you can survive the game already. If you're spending money on ads, but you're not doing anything to increase these two, right, then GG, you're wasting all your money. Okay? So today, as a business owner, and for you guys also, you just need to know what are the core numbers to track. That's it. Don't need to zoom until too much. Okay? So just know that core number, that will help you a lot. First question you must ask yourself, right, is what is the big outcome of your product or service? Yes, I know you are like selling house, buying house, but there's different market, investment, upgrading, all that. So you need to know what is your message to people. Okay? Then second question, what are the benefits? Why should they come to you? Because there are so many real estate agents in Singapore. Why should they come to you? Okay? So first two still quite easy to answer. Third, you must know like what are the pain points you remove for your target audience. Okay, this one may be slightly harder to explain, but if you are in the market long enough, right, you know you're on the ground, you all know every day what the consumer is thinking one. You just need to draw out that pain point, right, and then use that in your messaging. I give you more examples later. And to me, the hardest answer the hardest question to answer is this one. What is the unique mechanism you have that delivers your outcome? So let's say today you tell people, right, hey, I can sell your house for the highest price. Then they will obviously think really can don't talk lah. But then if you have a mechanism, you show them I have a special method to do it, they will be more likely to be convinced. That's called a unique mechanism. Okay, I give you some examples so it's easier to explain. So the right move, right, very interesting because right, the right move itself, the name is a branding / outcome. Okay, because the right move help you to make the right move lah. So you don't cock up your property journey. So that itself is a very good outcome. And what is the benefit of the right move? Okay, maybe they have a special method, financial calculation to help you plan your property journey better. The pain point that he removed possibly would be remove the stress of moving, timing, financial calculation, wrong investments. I'm sure you all have people who lost money buying property, all that, right? You just need to select one pain point and put it there lah. Okay, and then the unique mechanism, based on his Facebook page, he do a lot of research, he come out with hard facts and figures. So that itself is a unique mechanism. So today if the customer asks him, what makes you think that I should listen to you lah? Then maybe he can say, oh, I regularly do research, so I back by data one, all these things that I'm telling you. So that itself is also a unique mechanism. Okay, so these 4 questions, your answer for your own niche. Okay, next, some of you are doing the lead gen funnel, lead gen game, right? So I just got a few practical tips for you all. Getting leads is just one part of the equation. Okay, the most important part is actually following up. So the money really lies in the follow up. So what I learned, right, by handling for clients, right, I realized that the best way to follow up is within 1 hour, if you can. So if you can, follow up within 1 hour, and if you can, please call. You WhatsApp, all that kind of thing, you're gonna get blue tick for sure. Okay, so if you can, call. If you cannot call, hire somebody to call. This one, coupled with calling, is the best combi already. You WhatsApp them, you get in touch fast, then you call them again to fix the appointment. So I want to share with you a template, right, that you all can all take and use today. Okay, it is this template called the power offer. Okay, I share with you all straight the template. Okay, this power offer, right, is basically a format you can use to cut through the noise.
And with that, we've come to the end of our second episode. Again, I don't know who's watching this. I hope if you are watching it that you have benefited from it, especially for the realtors. If you've benefited from it, if you somehow rather enjoyed it, do like, subscribe, hit the bell notification button to give me a little bit of motivation to continue putting out content like that. If not, till next time, bye!